What's up, guys? Just give me 1 second. My camera needs to be replugged in. Yeah, hold on 1 sec. This is my first time integrating Streamlabs, so bear with me. Combining the YouTube. Hey, cool. What's up? Good stuff. 1 sec. Everything should be running smoothly now. Wait, going in and out. 1 sec. Alright, let's do that again. Too many screens. Cool. What's going on, guys? Can you hear me nice and clearly? I actually don't have any volume. Why is my sound? It says alright, bear with me. So I'm not really I don't think I just wanted to try out the Streamlabs platform. It's all pretty cool. Yeah, I had a good Christmas. You guys did as well. Yeah, before I do anything, just figure out that's gonna be really annoying, so I gotta get in and fix that. Yeah, holiday was good. Holiday was good. It was good. Low key. Too special. Let's see. Nice. Good stuff. All right. Yeah. Holiday was good. How was everyone's holiday here? Game sound is drowning me out. Let me turn that down. So like I said, for those of you that are just tuning in, not a really serious stream, obviously. I'm basically just demoing the... How's that sound now? If I turn that down. I'm just demoing the Streamlabs platform. So just give me some feedback on that, and then we'll get it going. I have to figure out how to like switch between the game and then back to Streamlabs. Because I have to Alt-Tab to get out just to use my mouse. Much better? Cool. Yeah, how was everybody's holiday now that everything is working? What do we have in here? Cool, so the chat is popping up on the screen. That's good. Yeah, I started playing Warzone again. I guess when the pandemic started, because I was like, all right, well, gotta do something. Well, at the beginning, this is almost 2 years ago now, which is absolutely insane. Excuse me. Don't mind me if I sound a little bit stupid right now. I have a splitting headache. My body doesn't feel good again. Who knows what I have? But at the beginning of the pandemic, my wife and I, all we did was like go on walks and, you know, stay inside. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do. So I started playing video games again. So, yeah, so for future streams, I'm going to be using Streamlabs to integrate YouTube and Twitch. So it'll be good. Some of you guys like to use Twitch, some of you guys like to use YouTube. It'll be a little bit better, I think so. So yeah, this morning I So did I sell my SOS? No, I didn't sell my SOS. I don't think that, last time I checked, I don't think my SOS really amounts to anything significant. I didn't even know what it was. I had no idea what it was. I was just, because it was like, it was holidays, it was all over the place. Yesterday was somewhat low-key, but like Christmas Eve, bouncing around, and I had no idea what SOS was. I actually saw Keyboard Monkey talking about it and a few other people talking about it, and I was like, what the hell is everybody trying to pump? Before realizing that it was OpenSea's token. And I wasn't like a big NFT trader. So, I mean, I guess I'm probably just going to hold on to it, honestly. It's nothing that's really significant. It's funny because basically like a refund on the amount of fees that people paid, right? I saw something really interesting earlier, someone talking about how if someone was using NFTs to try to evade taxes, like essentially overinflating an NFT, buying it from themselves, selling it to themselves, they would have done quite well if they, created a bullshit NFT for some ridiculous value and then were willing to just eat the fees. But no, I'm not really staying on top of it. I think NFTs are kind of cooked for some time, honestly. You have Bored Ape Yacht Club punks that seem to be finding somewhat of a stable floor. But I think that they're in kind of a different bracket than everything else. I mean, it was like incredibly frothy at one point, right? Like really dumb stuff. Oh, dead. Really dumb stuff. Just insanely priced. So I just started playing Call of Duty again. I stopped playing it for a little bit. And since I got this new PC, I was like, what the hell? I'll kill the time. In between killing time, I'll play video games from time to time. And I tried playing with the keyboard, and I was just absolutely horrible. So I had to go buy a new controller today. That sucks. I had to go buy a new controller today because my dog ate my controller. So I bought one of these Xbox Elite 2 things. It's actually really nice. As you can tell, like playing video games and talking at the same time is definitely not my forte. But again, just wanted to give this a spin. Who's in the chat? Yeah, it is actually really nice. The last one I had the same exact one. My dog ate. I took a picture of it and I posted it on Twitter. She ate basically from here down on each side. And what was exposed was the actual motor that's responsible for creating the vibrations. So she went to town on it, and I was playing with it for a little bit, but I finally sacked up and got another one. So I'm not, I'm like so out of the loop with what's going on across the market right now. I mean, you can see that I just have a Bitcoin chart, I have the tape up, or the aggregated tapes up. But, I posted, what was it? Was it the 22nd or the 23rd? That, I had captured a really nice long, and I posted that on Twitter, and I think I sold that literally it was the first spike up, I want to say like 51. And I was like, I can't put myself in a position where it's like holidays and I'm like looking at my phone and worry about what price is doing. So I ended up closing out all of my long positions. And I think that I would prefer to just honestly wait for the futures market to open up in a couple hours. I mean, this pullback looks decent. I mean, it kind of looks like it's structurally similar to the last pullback that pulled back down to, I mean, if you see the chart on the lower right-hand corner of your screen, That is the weekly VWAP and weekly VWAP standard deviation bands. So that red line where we pulled back to, right around 48.5. It's kind of a similar structure to what we have going on right now. The benefit of what we have with the current pullback is, so guys, that might not even make sense when talking, honestly, because between this headache and trying to play video games and look at the chart at the same time, just mind me if I say anything that's absolutely just backwards. But the pullback that we're actually seeing right now is on, it's neutral to negative funding. Fuck. Neutral to negative funding. And as you can tell, as I'm playing video games, these are not going to be PG streams. But so why am I doing this? Why am I playing Call of Duty and streaming at the same time and talking about the market? I kind of want to break up the streams. I think it would actually be pretty cool to do streams once in a while where, I don't know, maybe I have on a couple guests. We go to town in Call of Duty, talk about the market, and just break up sort of the monotony, because I'm going to be streaming again. I don't want to say full-time streaming again, but compared to what I was doing for the last couple months streaming, I was just like on and off, right? I would do a stream, you know, once every 2 weeks maybe. I would talk about how I wanted to do more streams, but the market is just, it sucks up all your energy and attention, right? So it didn't make much sense for me to, you know, spend time streaming when there was so much to be extracted from the market itself. And then I would try to fit streams in, and then I'd be kind of pissed that I did a stream because there was, you know, something that I, you know, either missed out on or didn't take advantage of, or I just wasn't focused. But I think we're kind of coming into a time when it'll be easier to do that, right? To stream more consistently. And honestly, I kind of need the break. I talked. So some of you are tuning in from YouTube, so from the Block Roots YouTube channel. So I talked to Josh. So I'm sure plenty of you at this point know that Rager is my partner. So we are the co-founders of Block Roots. We talked about how, like, hopefully things somewhat cool down, but we're gonna get back into doing more YouTube, and I'll do more Twitch content because we both kind of just need breaks. You know, both of us had the benefit of extracting a lot from this market, and it was absolutely exhausting. And I definitely am gonna have trouble playing video games and talking at the same time because I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. But I think it'll be a nice breakup, honestly. Just to do something different. So right now I'm not, as I said, for anyone who's just hopping in the stream, I've been flat since, I don't know, going to my Twitter. I was pretty descriptive with when I closed out my positions, but I didn't want to hold anything over the holidays. But even though I think that this pullback looks somewhat decent, I'd rather just wait till futures open in 2 hours, right around 2 hours, right? But like I said, funding is neutral to, there's a handful of, not a handful, excuse me, there's like a couple exchanges that were slightly negative. Pretty sure Bybit, coin margin swaps, and maybe something like OKX. Oh, I gotta get the fuck out of here. This dude is on my tail and I'm not focused enough to play and talk at the same time. There's like weird children's laughter in this new game. And you know what's really annoying? I don't know if you guys are playing this at all. That Krampus guy. Krampus. Whatever Krampus is. I can't remember what Krampus is. It's like some Santa Claus demon thing. What was I gonna say? It's really annoying because he just chases you around while you're playing. You think, just reading the chat. So game plan today is to do nothing until futures market opens. But, you know, I woke up, so I posted this on Twitter earlier. I don't know, like last night, after everyone left our house, like in-laws and all that, I was just feeling really shitty. And
We got recon online.
we were watching, my wife and I were watching The Witcher. And I was like, I gotta go to bed. I don't believe it. So I laid down and I immediately knew, like, my body was like, it felt like it was on fire. And I was just sweating profusely. I didn't even have a fever though, which didn't make any sense because I took my temperature. I took my pulse ox. No issues. But my body just felt like it was on fire. And I couldn't sleep at all. I opened the window. I turned the air on. Couldn't do anything. And I knew immediately, I was like, I'm not sleeping at all tonight. So sure enough, I didn't sleep. Woke up today, my entire body felt like it was bruised. And then what did I do this morning? I poured myself 32 ounces of water. And let's actually do something. Let's get a recon. 32 ounces of water, garlic. Can I get a... Ooh, I have enough to get... Where's the buy station?
Buy station identified.
32 ounces of water, because I was like, all right, if I feel like shit, I want to tackle this like with a full-on air assault. So 32 ounces of water, 3 cloves of garlic, and I'm talking about just eating those. I didn't put that in the water. Turmeric, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and then just black pepper, because if you're going to take turmeric, the black pepper makes it that much more bioavailable. So I had that, like, tried to get hydrated. Turmeric is a good anti-inflammatory. That was nice. Had some coffee and then had Thorne Research multivitamin, which is just absolutely fortified. So it's interesting because there's a nice little spot CBD aggression from what I could tell down here. And I felt good, honestly. I felt like I cured myself. What the fuck? How much is excuse me. How much money is a loadout dropper? Oh shit. So the last time I played this, it was the other map and everything was different. And the loadout drop was 10,000 bucks. So I don't know what that's about. Why do you, So I Crypto Duck, what's up with the prophecy of the nuke incoming on the 30th of December? Is that what you mean when you wrote 30/12? Your date format is different? Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Well, yeah, I don't know why it didn't let me buy the loadout. Some bullshit. I'm super rusty, so obviously... what's it called? So what do you think? A nuke at the last day of the month? Are there 30 days in December? 31. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to take any major positions into the end of the year. And I know what, it's 26 today. Just have a few more days. I want to see, because I think it's going to be a pretty good indication of things to come. If there's a big shift at the beginning of the calendar year next year. You know, for all of the money managers and funds that closed their books last week, we'll see how aggressive everyone gets. If we see a lot of capital redeployed in January. You know, if you look at day-a-month format in Brazil, that makes sense. If you look at just the yearly performance of BTC, it's been what? Is it? Yeah, I'm definitely not paying attention to where I'm playing, guys. I'm just running around in circles and hopefully running into people as we're talking. I'll get the hang of doing this and talking at the same time. Hopefully put some kills up on the board. But, what was I saying? See? I have like the brain of an amoeba right now. Do amoebas have brains? Because they're single-celled organisms. Not that I don't know if that matters. Too far out of biology class. What was I saying? We'll see. I think that it'll be telling in the beginning of January if we see an aggressive sort of redeploying of capital. I was saying that I'm pretty sure it's 3 years green, 1 year red has been the trend. I don't think that I posted something the other day about if you're backtesting long term. I don't think it's a good idea to really backtest too far out with like great expectations, because once institutional capital got involved, I think that the market has definitely taken on a new form. Let's see if this dude. Let's go find this guy. So I think things are different this go around. So patterns that we sort of anticipated occurring in the past, I think that they'll be, if anything, looser moving forward. Yeah, I don't know how streamers play video games and talk at the same time. I'm like trying my best to formulate sentences, thoughts to something that's coherent and talk about the market, but also try not to die.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I should get like a bounty or something. Are there bounties still? What software do I use for the order book? I am back to using Quant Tower. It's like the devil you do know is better than the devil you don't know. And I dreamed about the new, it could be drugs. I was like trying a bunch of different platforms, using Bookmap. I said that, InSilico has a great platform, the InSilico terminal, but I really like using a DOM just for speed of execution. I'm sure like it's negligible. I'm sure you could get away without using a DOM in crypto is not the same as using a DOM trading legacy. If you're using a DOM trading legacy, you're probably going to have a couple different DOMs up, looking at how pairs relate to each other, how things are rather moving relative to each other. Whereas BTC, I'm pretty much just using the DOM to get to execute quickly. It's not like I'm looking at the DOM and I'm like, oh, there's a huge seller, there's a huge seller 20 points up, and that means anything. That's not the point of me using the DOM. It's really just for speed of execution when scalping the lower time frames. I hold some projects I'm interested in. Right now, Frax. I've been, Frax is like one thing where I just got involved because Andrew Lee spoke highly of it and basically has been talking it up. Him and McKenna. And from the looks of it, I think that it's a good project. That's something that I have my eyes on in terms of accumulating more of. But other than that, like, no, I'm a lot of the times, like, what happens, I hate this fucking Krampus thing. A lot of the times what happens is, like, people ask me what projects I'm interested in. I might be in some smaller caps, but chances are if you ask me, like, a week later, there's a really high probability that I'm out of them already. So, I just LARP when it comes to talking about holding anything. Like, I have paper hands when it comes to holding alt for... I think the longest I've holded an alt... Now, there was, like, some seed projects that I got in that I held because it just didn't make sense to sell them. Either thin market or, still at a really desirable price point, and me thinking that they're still going to go somewhere. There are some projects that I held for a really long time, but odds are, I'll talk about holding a project and I'll be out of it like within 2 weeks. Where's that coming from? Oh fuck. Oh great. I gotta learn how to play video games and stream at the same time. Do I think the market would be crabbing around? Yeah, I don't know. This is the first weekly trend TPO that we've had, I think, in a while. So decent structure. Looks like, honestly, this is a nice move up. But 53 is really the big level to overtake. Even though this is basically a retest of some pretty significant daily highs. I got to get a Pellegrino, guys. Just bear with me 1 second. Let's see if I have this intermission thing working. Okay. No, I don't know what Concordium is. And this morning I did it again. It's kind of funny. Like a couple times in the last few weeks, I've made mistakes with either thinking that I exited positions only to wake up and find out I didn't exit them completely, or thinking that I entered in a position, and this was using spot, with exception for an ETH long, which was like 2 weeks ago, where I left on. I only canceled the stop. I didn't cancel the buy order, and I was filled at the wick, or the wick's low, which is pretty good. But today I'm like going through everything, and I'm like, wow, I'm long a significant amount of ETH. And like I said the other day, I said that I was flattening everything out, and I don't know what happened. I don't know why that's been something that I've been doing the last couple of weeks. So I woke up today and again was going through the computer, and I'm like, wow, okay. Why is my account balance like going up and down? I'm thinking like, well, is like the tether peg, is something wrong with it? Because it's fluctuating a lot. Sure enough, I was long ETH by accident still. Yeah, so feel free to ask questions, guys, because like I said, I just wanted to hop on here and do a demo stream.
Get yourself to proper warm-up. We'll be deploying soon. Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
So what do we have? Bybit is still trading below. Bybit is still trading below everybody else, with the exception of Binance Tether spot. But Bitfinex is trading above. Coinbase is trading above. It looks like, from the looks of it on Agger, it looks like futures are selling a lot harder than spot right here. But yeah, you can see, I can see on the tape, Femex up there with the volume, 1.6 million contracts. So I didn't mention that earlier in the stream, and I also didn't mention that none of this is financial advice, but it is a video game stream. But if you want to sign up to Femex, the link is below, femex.trade. Do you scale in and push the bid, or do you use market orders? I don't know what you mean by push the bid. I mean, do I bid? 90% of my trading, I feel like every time I've had this conversation, I've used a different percentage. I'm like, 90% of my trading, 95% of my trading, the majority of my trading majority of my trading is intraday, lower time frame trading. Most of that is entering in using a market order. Sometimes I'll enter in at half size. Like I said, almost always market, and then look to get the remainder filled with a limit. But if this trade starts working out, a lot of the times I'll just market the rest in. And I try to take off with limit when it's possible, right? When it's permissible. With spot, with like swing trades and position trades. So position trading is just like a when I use the term position trading, I'm just talking about basically my spot holdings. What the fuck is going on with the game? That I try to scale in. You know, I'll try to use a combination of limit and I'll always like not almost every approach, whether it is spot or whether it is trading lower time frames or trading futures. I'm probably going to tag on something regardless at market just to get sort of a feel for the position. Veteran traders have talked about it before. So for example, like if I'm trying to get back into spot BTC and I want to scale in, even if I think I could scale in, I'll just tag on a portion of it at market. When you do that, you just, I don't know, I guess the best way to put it is it becomes real. You start, I guess, focusing a little bit more. It directs your attention to the position more. It's the concept of just having some skin in the game, right? But majority of my trading is getting in with a market order and trying to get out with a limit order. When I'm talking on Twitter, and I'm talking about positions, ideas, and so forth, that is mostly me just talking about trading futures. So trading the swaps. And the rare occasion that I'll trade, so coin margin swaps are what I'm trading 99.9% of the time. And there was a rare occasion where I was trading USDT margin swaps, and that was after the May crash. And basically so everyone else was too. So, so yeah, most of my trading is getting in with the market, trying to get out with the limit. But I could change that on a dime, right? Depends on the situation. What is this? What do we have? What is the better aim down sight? Not that one. What's going on? Nice little drop. Let's see. What do you think about trading coin margin? I prefer coin margin. When I think I don't know. Like I said, after the May crash, I didn't want to trade coin margin. But again, like I said, a lot of other people didn't want to as well, and you can see that in the open interest. But the coin margin is nice because you're longing your longs. Coin margin becomes really painful. Someone's shooting at me. I'm not even paying attention while I'm playing, guys. Coin margin becomes really painful when your position goes against you, right? Because you have to deal with convexity. Where is this dude? Where are you, dude? I just heard like a recon thing shoot up. So coin margin, you have to deal with convexity. So negative convexity. So when you're long and the position moves against you, it's a lot uglier because your margin is going down as well in price. But if you're trading, so directionally it's less painful to be on the wrong side of a short than a long if you're trading coin margin swaps. If you're trading USDT margin, and let's say you're short, it's extra painful if price goes against you because, and this is why we had a really big squeeze outside of the range after the May dump. When you're short USDT margin contracts, I hope this is all coming out right, guys, because like I said, focusing on the game and talking at the same time is very difficult. When you're short USDT margin contracts, you don't have exposure to Bitcoin at all, not even your margin, right? So to re-expose yourself to BTC, you need to buy back your short and buy to gain long exposure. So buy twice. So that's why squeezes from USDT margin contracts, I think that's why you could say that they're probably a lot more violent? Might that be a good assumption to make? Let me pick something up. Where's like a... Do they have scavenger? What is that? Supply drop? Let's do the scavenger.
Scavenger contract located.
I gotta hand it to people who stream for like a living, video games, because this is not easy. What the fuck? What else, guys? Oh, son of a bitch. I was reading your Concordium question.
Welcome to the crew,
Yeah,
mate.
I've never heard of it.
If you survive, you earn your freedom. Listen up,
Never heard of
soldier. Win, you return to the front line. But if you lose, you
Jesus.
earn your freedom, so
Terrible. Probably gonna play one more and then wrap it up, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to demo this. And then tomorrow I'll do a real stream. But, you know, while I finish it out, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Camper. Yeah. So I can't tell. So something just popped up. Maybe it's a YouTube chat that I'm multi-stream. That's what I got to do. Oh, shit. I probably missed a bunch of participation by some of you guys because I see that it has read only. Multi-stream. That's weird. Huh. Refresh chat. Let me try that. I gotta figure out the YouTube chat because maybe you guys are on YouTube right now and all I can see right now is Twitch. Weird. This is good though because for a long time, I don't know, I was streaming on YouTube forever and then switched it over to Twitch. I actually like Twitch. And people were complaining, you know, oh, why don't you go on YouTube? And then I was on YouTube and everyone says the opposite, right? I guess people are loyal to certain
grab
platforms.
some target practice while you can.
Ryan, you
Deploying.
thinking BTC pulls back? So I see like a little, I don't know why I can't see those, I can only see some of your questions on the screen, like it's popping up on your screen, but I can't see those. Fuck. I gotta fix this for the next one, sorry guys. Like I see you ask questions down there, but I can't see the actual large chat. You know what I could do actually? Oh, my phone's dead. Fuck.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the
Let me
skies.
see if I could go to the chat. I'll go to the YouTube page. One sec, let me pause this.
Playtime's over, mate. You're going to the war zone.
Okay, so I'm kind of caught up. I see the other comments. Not really though, because I just paused it so it wouldn't. One sec. Just want to see what are their comments and questions over. Maybe if I just let this play in the background, but I'll turn the volume down. This computer definitely can handle it, which is nice. All right, here we go. Caught up. So now I'm
Gas
gonna
is
put
closing
the
on
game
your
screen
position.
back up.
Suggest you get
So
moving.
now I have Twitch. Yeah, I gotta finish this up after this and go take down all of my Christmas lights. Okay, there we go. So no, I don't think Bybit is the most liquid perp, I guess, per se across the market. There, you know, obviously there's certain exchanges that I would prefer to trade on if I had access to them, but I can't. So it's just what's available. And Bybit has, I would say, an adequate amount of liquidity for most every kind of trader. You can trade with size there. So, not that I trade on Bybit. We're just talking about simulated trading. Right? So what profile indicator are you using? I'm gonna get good at this. I'm gonna get good at, one, talking and streaming and playing video games at the same time, because I can't do it right now. But I'm gonna blame that on being sick, because my brain is obviously using energy in different areas, other than to formulate sentences. But market profile indicator. Most wanted? Nah, I'm good. Actually, let's grab that and then go upstairs. And let's camp. The profile tool that I use is ExoCharts platform. It's great. Such a creepy laugh, right? And what else? On TradingView, because I like to have that layout. Oh shit! Ah, fuck. That was terrible. TradingView is the Spaceman one.
If you survive, you earn your freedom. We got proper While you wait, feel free to give these wankers.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to demo this, Donald. So it's more about the Streamlabs, the fact that I could do both platforms at the same time. I guess the one time that you can't is if you monetize your streams, but we don't monetize our streams.
The fight's on.
Yeah.
Get ready to fight. You're next.
Yeah, speed. I do trade every day. I say on average you could say I trade every day.
You lose, your fight is over.
I haven't traded, aside from closing out the ETH long that I didn't realize I still had this morning. I haven't traded since, I want to say, I hate that whenever you don't realize that you're using a semi-automatic and you just hold the trigger down. I haven't placed any, I haven't traded since I think either the 22nd or the 23rd. It's, my last trade was when I shared the post about setting this computer up and not wanting to take any positions for the next couple of days. But I mean, yeah, I pretty much trade every day. I'm an intraday trader, and you know, people, or I'll talk about scalping. Scalping is like a pretty broad term, honestly. Some people, because some people scalp when they say they scalp, they're trading literally the like 30-second chart. While I, you know, will trade a very low tick setting, a low volume setting periodicity, if the market is moving with a certain amount of energy. A lot of times what I mean is I'm literally just taking intraday trades. My holding time can be anywhere from a minute to, you know, to a few hours. So some of those fall in line with, never mind. I was gonna just say something more about scalping, but it just gets confusing. I don't know, honestly, Speed Demon. You have to build up a good amount of data to really understand how your system is performing and where you're at with sizing up and increasing your exposure. Across all approaches, my win rate is about, I want to say it's like 55%, between 50 and 60%. Lower time frame scalping, with just, obviously I have sub accounts. When I'm just purely scalping, my hit rate on my scalping account was like 80%, sometimes 85%. But it's weird because I end up not keeping things separated, so I'll have like one account that's just dedicated to really low time frame scalping, but then I'll start, you know, taking other trades on that account. I think it's just better to say that my overall hit rate is probably, again, between 50 and 60%. So. All right, let's see if. Go try to get this dude with the, what's it called? Where is that? No swarm. Oh, he's dead, but definitely another dude there. Ah, fuck. Ah! Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I mean, long term matters to me. I try to position myself. I always talk about being a generalist. I try to position myself with the larger trend and take advantage of the larger moves when they come, but there's only so many of those opportunities. The higher time frame, the major levels on the higher time frame chart, they do come into play when I am scalping, like any other level though. But no, the higher time frame, the longer time frame, when you're trading intraday, it shouldn't really matter. I mean, it's nice to know what the general flow of the market is and position yourself with that, but using the in silico terminal, that's a great terminal. I'm gonna wrap it up though, guys. I'm getting like another, who knows what it is, sick kind of hot flash thing. I need to go outside in the cold, take down my Christmas lights, or try to. Hey, I'm happy you enjoyed the stream. I feel like I couldn't even formulate sentences between trying to play video games and answer some of the questions, but yeah, I'll throw these in from time to time, but more importantly, so I'll stream tomorrow where we'll actually just talk about certain pairs, and it'll be on YouTube and on Twitch. Yeah, I'm gonna hydrate and try to take a cold shower.